Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we'll be talking about Eleanor the Great. Alright, so Eleanor the Great is the official directorial debut from Scarlett Johansson. I think if you heard about Eleanor the Great, you probably have heard that little fact as well. So it's actually not the first time Scarlett Johansson has directed something. She has directed a short movie, I think around the 2010s. But right now, this is her first official feature film, Eleanor the Film, also of course. But Eleanor the Great, it's a film starring June Squibb in a role that is absolutely mesmerizing. She is 95 years old, still acts everyone off of the table in this film. She is absolutely beyond insanity, amazing in it. I have always loved seeing June Squibb in stuff, especially now that she's older. I really like the roles that she's taken. She was also in Thelma. I've seen her in another film, even though I can't remember the name of said film, but she was in Thelma. And of course, we've also seen her in this film, Eleanor the Great. And the story of Eleanor the Great is a story that is kind of difficult for me because I was vibing with its message, but I didn't like its execution all that much. And that is certainly, especially in that first half of it, it uses the Holocaust for its entire premise. The Holocaust is like the standing point that gets the entire story going, which is not bad in and of itself, even though there's nothing really to do with anything with the Holocaust. But the way that they use it is questionable, to say the least. And it's a little bit choppy, especially in the beginning, because these main characters sound a little bit like assholes for the way that they talk about the Holocaust, which is something I feel like you can joke around everything, you can tell things about everything. It's okay to talk about anything in any way that you talk about it, if you just have respect for that. There is something with the Holocaust, for me personally, that makes me think like, okay, but there are some extra rules on that regard. And I don't know any why or what it is, probably because of the inhumane nature of everything that happened 70 to 80 years ago. But there's something about the Holocaust that I feel more for it. And the way that the beginning of this film handled the Holocaust, I really wasn't vibing with, and I thought that was pretty ass. And the way that the movie progressed made everything a little bit worse, but also made me understand the story a lot more, because there is a lot to digest in its story in terms of a personal standpoint, and especially because of the themes that this movie handles in certain aspects and a certain degree. And that only really comes to fruition in its third act, which disregards everything that was bad about its handling of the Holocaust in the first half of the film and really made everything better in some capacity. The entire third act, even though the story beats, they are talking about the Holocaust, but the story beats of this, the way and the things that they have to go through, you have seen it before. It's not the most groundbreaking story. It's something you have seen before. It's something very predictable. You can know how this will end. But the way that they ended it was with the biggest piece of respect for everything that I possibly could have imagined. And even though this Eleanor, you really start to feel for her, June Squibb's performance in it is absolutely amazing. And even though you know she's wrong, you can kind of see where she's coming from. It's a theme in the film as well, where they can kind of see why she's doing this. And that is something that I definitely could really enjoy, because even though I wasn't vibing with it in the beginning, they turned me over and they won me over on why this was actually such an important little thing and such an important lesson to be learned in between brackets. Even though you're 94 years old in the film, 95 years old in real life, there's still an important lesson in there, which is really, really what thrives in this film. The movie did make me cry, and that's just because there is something in the end when someone is talking about the Holocaust again, but like as if it really happened. And I don't know if that story was real or if it was just all out of someone's mind, but oh, that broke me to my core, and that won me over on making this a great film. So that was really, really good. And the actress that was with June Squibb for that scene, if she gets an Oscar nomination just for that scene alone, it would be highly deserved so, because holy fucking shit, that was an intensely heartbreaking scene. It's a very solid directorial debut as well, as it handles its themes pretty well. Its story was a little bit wonky in the beginning, but got better near the end. And the direction of everyone, the direction of where and how actors should act, and the way that everything looked, and the overall thing, that is a usual thing that the director does. It has to make sure that everything is great near the end and everything falls together and falls into place. That was pretty damn solid, and Scarlett Johansson definitely did a really fine job on this one. Do I think she can do better? Absolutely. There's always a lesson to be learned. It's not a perfect film, but the film really was good enough, had an important lesson, and its story, even though I didn't like it in the beginning, it would definitely won me over in the end. The characters and the actors are all great, so this is, in the end, a very great film that I deeply, deeply like. In the end, I will give this one 4 stars and a heart. Have you seen Eleanor the Great? Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this film, and I would like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.